like Swedenborg, figures like Lovecraft, Hawthorne, Poe, they're human beings, but they become kind of conductors of so much fiction around them. And I just sort of wonder, Alan, what is it? And I'm thinking also, about Brian Catlin's novels, where you can have a Cyclops side by side with Raymond Roussel or Edward Muybridge, or Alan, your Long London novels, Prince Honolulu, a real betting figure in the 1940s appears alongside all these fantastical characters. What is it about these normal human beings that makes them electric in some kind of way for these fictions?
That's very difficult to actually come up with a definitive answer for. There's a kind of an electricity about certain figures and characters. I mean, that was one of the things that led me to do the Long London novels. It was just that I found that most of the people that I was really interested in London were people who had largely fallen between the cracks of history, which is certainly not new to me, and Ian was doing exactly the same thing long before. But sort of these figures, I put Jack, Prince Honolulu, David Lipinoff, these various characters that I found really intriguing. I wanted to try and, I don't know, it just seemed to me that they would have so much resonance. And I also wanted to try and think my way into those figures. The most fun I've had so far is with Joe Meek, the record producer who features very heavily in the second book, where you're almost inviting yourself to be possessed by the spirit of Joe Meek. It's like the key to the character for me was when I worked out that, yeah, okay, Joe Meek was gay in London before that was legal. But then that didn't seem to me to be an insurmountable problem, because a lot of people in the music industry in London were gay and got on fine with it. Then I realised that Joe Meek would probably have had, well, almost certainly did have, a West Country accent. And I thought, now that wouldn't work. It would work for Brian Epstein with the kind of received English and sort of very urbane delivery. But Joe Meek with the Gloucester accent, no, and once I've got that voice and realised that he was erupting into temper tantrums every 10 minutes because of the amphetamines that he was taking for weight loss, yet the character just sort of comes out. It's a kind of necromancy. It's as near as you want to get to necromancy, because actually raising the dead sounds really unpleasant, unhygienic. Whereas to actually try and raise the essence of somebody using fiction is it's a much more attractive proposition, and it kind of feels right. I mean, I'm certain that my Joe Meek is nothing like Joe Meek, as much as I've tried to make it, but in a way, even doing fictions about people, it's like talking about the fictions that we do about places, that adds to the places. That those fictions become part of those places. They become part of those places' history. Yeah. They are overlays of imagination that, the reference earlier to Dickens and London. We can't really think about 19th century London because we're thinking about Dickens. That has supplanted the reality. So doing this with people or with places, we are somehow adding to the concept concept of those people and those places. Or at least that's what I try to tell myself, and not that I'm sort of ruthlessly taking people who never asked to be put into one of my books and making